it changed the aesthetic for like what he was trying to do. But so this project is called instrumental apathy, like telepathy or instrumentalopathy, excuse me. But it was kind of all of this music came out of sessions that he recorded like during his healing process, I believe. But yeah, he was like, you know, in ICU, and they had to remove a bunch of internal stuff, and it was just like this long process. And I think that was like 2013 or so, like it was a few years ago. But now he's back up and running, and I think he's performing with Flying Lotus and Parliament. Actually, we just saw that show in Oakland like a month ago. Damn. So he's definitely still maintaining, but you know, he's recently been through quite a bit, and this project is sort of the culmination of that experience.
When's the project due to release?
I think it just came out. Okay. I think mid September, so it's been out for a couple weeks.
Right on. I imagine you can find it on Bandcamp.
Yeah, definitely.
Right on. Well, let's give it a spin.
Yep.
Shit, my all shit, my killer toss shit with the plane gang, boomerang tosses, fantastic forces flowing like faucets, a bunch of FUs abusing artists. All this is optimist farming. Competition is boring, yawning. Y'all in no position to forget your mittens when the fingers in the oven. Think of Dan Glovin, racist ass male with the standard head hunting. Damn it, I be bugging, pandemonium loving. Plan to blow above them. You dudes is Dukakis, imposters, posse of the four-headed monster.
Yeah, Plane Gang, the team who you respect. We stay above the clouds like Preem, Guru, and Deck. I brutalize you little guys that's new to the set. Unless true to the vets. This is how crucial it gets. We giving hip-hop protection like the feudalist set. And in return, all we ask is come through and respect the message that the song is meant to give. I'm with my city's strongest representatives. Infinity bars, how long we're meant to live. Immortal techniques, we're born to let our reps speak. You know how the story go. The ageless primordial champs you can't handle here. Dropping jewels on you like a chandelier. The quiet killer like a panda bear.
Plain gang, maintain the bang bang, gold chain gang. Spit slang, the spit game is with flames, with fangs, vampire shit. Scary story, campfire shit. You turned up, I don't get that high. No style, sky miles, you don't get that fly. You a wild card, you don't get that buy. I'm a stand up dude, you a sit down guy. Edo's the nigga for it. Ill 16s with ill chorus, giving rappers all rigor mortis. The hair against the tortoise, we restore this, carry torches, build in a fortress.
Passport T, playing gang T. First things first, free wise, the PIMP. Thank God for my necklace, and thank God for giving me the heart to protect it. I'm reckless, big tip grabber, big tip lever, bedroom bully, hotel thrasher. Fuck them till they gasping like I ain't got asthma. Aspirin, gon' be needed after this thrashing. Me, I'm on my second passport, the first one's a rap. More stamps than the post office. Stop it, rolled up so high to the TSA. They said, where you flying, sir? I said, up and away.
Representing for the East Coast. Reks. Acrobatic. LOG.
Terminology.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. Got the people all standing in line just to see skills I'm brandishing mine. All the knockoffs will vanish in time over the banister. They fall short like Tyrion Lannister.
Game of Thrones chance with the ass whooping for amateurs. In a foreign land with the band of lyrical bandits. A view this panoramic abandons. Nobody can handle us. We animals. The Eastern Standard slang is the beat bang.
Edo, terminology, my mama proud of me. Reks act, then my dudes solidly. Now follow me. My balls hang no skinnies. Y'all stepping over dollars to make pennies.
I hit the stage with the greatest performance you ever seen. Army fatigues, but you can never call me fatigue. You know the breath control is so cold. Follow the flow, that's why we the greatest that's unknown.
Representing for the East Coast. Reks. Acrobatic. LOG.
Terminology.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
Representing for the East Coast. Reks. Acrobatic. LOG.
Terminology.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
The grind don't stop.
Aim for the sky.
All right, this last track was Reks, featuring Acrobatic, LOG, and Terminology. The track is called Plain Gang, and it's from this new project from Reks called The Greatest X. And for me, this is like very like quintessential boom bap, like sort of a feeling and a vibe that I haven't heard in a long time, or it hasn't hit me in the way that this song has hit me.
Yeah.
And just, very, very monumental.
Totally agreed. And when I listened to it for the first time, I was obviously impressed, and I was like, all right, let me take a look at the artist and see who's featured. And I quickly realized that I have no idea who any of these dudes are.
Oh man!
And so who? I mean, I imagine these are some like hip hop legends or that I have no idea. But let's get the lowdown on these guys.
Yeah. So this sort of collaboration is very. I feel like it's kind of monumental for Boston because it's multi-generational Boston MCs. So Reks has kind of been an under the radar MC from Boston that's been putting in a lot of work, and actually this project is like, I forget what the actual number is, but it's a ridiculous number of tracks, like kind of an overwhelming number of songs that are on this project. But he's been around for a while. Acrobatic has been a kind of significant underground Boston MC, but he's very well respected. He never quite broke through, but had, a number of projects. He works with Mr. Lift a lot, if you know who that is. They have a group called the Perceptionists. But yeah, just a very respected, I guess is the best way to put it. Boston MC also has some of Jay Dilla's last living production. Was on a project that he released called Balance, I think. But yeah, just very, very dope. Edo G, actually, I'll talk about Edo G at the very end. Terminology is another Boston MC, also very underground, but probably from a younger generation. I want to say he has a foundation with Static Selecta, though I could be totally wrong with that. But Static Select is also from Boston, and so my understanding is that Terminology and Static kind of grew up together. If you don't know who Static Select is, he's just a well-renowned boom bap producer who's New York based now, but by way of Boston.
Static, I know. So
yes.
There's the link. All right, and on to Edo G.
Yeah, so Edo G is probably I imagine there was, MCs before him, but he's probably he's from like the older generation, like early 90s. Boston MCs. He was originally part of a group called the Bulldogs, so it was Edo G and the Bulldogs. They have a lot of just classic work from the 90s. And then, he's had projects with Master Ace. He's had projects with P-Rock, and, solo projects. And, he's worked with, P-Rock as well as DJ Premier. One of my favorite DJ Premier beats is the Edo G song. But he's just, like Edo G, he's very much the OG of Boston hip hop.
Boston scene. Well, there you have it. When vets get together along with some new talent that they respect, it's something special.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's good
to have someone that can explain us who's who's who.
For real. I think in the whole show, I only knew Mick Jenkins and Gaslamp Killer, so this is definitely some discovery time for me too.
Happy to give you guys.
So Velvo, are you a big hip hop head now after the show, or after, I guess, before we get into the last episode? Can we expect you dropping joints that we've never heard over in hip hop? Out of curiosity, I imagine you haven't really looked into it, but what's the hip hop scene in Mexico City like, just out of curiosity?
It's if hip hop in general is a little bit underground. Yeah. Here in Mexico, I think it's completely underground. There's so little to listen about hip hop here.
Right.
You can find more or less some very good hip hop from the 90s and maybe from the beginning of the 2000s, but right now I'm not sure we have a lot about it.
Yeah, I would say if there's an artist to put you on to that's from Mexico City is Boca Floja. He sort of he has some roots in the Bay Area, so he has a lot of events and things like that, which is kind of how I've
and Boca Floja, I know Boca Floja, but Boca Floja is really very underground here.
Okay.
If you say Boca Floja, I think that from 100 of people that you ask, if 2 or 3 can say who's him, it's a lot. You can find very little of hip hop here, but I promise I'll make a little bit more of research and share it with you.
Well, it's not about what we like; it's about what you like. So that's why we try and get a little bits and pieces from what everyone is hardcore into, and that's about it. Regarding hip hop, while we have you here, in a general sense, where do you think it's at compared to where it was in the 90s? I know it's one of those questions that everyone asks, and some people are like, hip hop will never be the same, and some people are like, hip hop is still good, it's changing, but you have to find it a little bit harder to find. And I think Stretch said from a period of like 97 to 99, he just couldn't find music that he liked. What's your general sentiment about where we're going with hip hop right now?
I feel like it's sort of a gift and a curse with the internet. If you're really looking for it, there's plenty to find. I feel like there's no shortage of quality music that I'm coming across. I think something that I think Questlove said from The Roots was that the last like innocent, unadulterated, like hip hop album that was ever released was Midnight Mirage.